Hi everyone! I forgot to film an intro, so hello. I am showing you the process of me making this bandana today. I found the pattern on Hobbycraft and it will be linked in the description. So I'm using mustard, pink and green yarn, a 4mm hook, and I'm starting out by making these granny squares. To make this bandana, I am following a pattern that I found on the Hobbycraft website. I will leave it linked in the description so that you can check it out if you want. It's a free pattern, so don't we just love that? And essentially you need to make 10 granny squares and 5 triangles. Currently working my way through making the granny squares. So to work my way through this as fast as I possibly can, I've decided to do all the centres in one go, and now I will add petals to all of them, and then I'll do the green outline as well next, and then I'll move on to the triangles. I'm gonna be honest, this was quite a repetitive process, especially I think because of the way I decided to go about it, where I batched all the middles, all the petals, and then all of the borders. It did become quite repetitive, but the upside of that would definitely be the fact that I got to practice my skills a lot. I definitely feel like this is a project that you can use to improve your skills significantly, because there's a lot of doing the same thing. You have to make a significant amount of granny squares, specifically 10 granny squares and 5 triangles, and they're all essentially the same. For the petals, I did a bobble stitch. So you go to do treble crochets, but instead of pulling the yarn through the loops twice, you do it once, and then once you've got 5 loops on your yarn, you pull through all of them in one go. I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully paired with the video it does. Of course, once you're done, you just tie off the yarn and carry on with the rest of it. So I did all of the petals in one go, and then once that was done, it was time to add on the green yarn to make the border. And this was quite simple actually. It's mainly made up of treble crochets, and then to make the corners you chain between 3 treble crochets. So you do 3 treble crochets, chain 2, 3 treble crochets, and then you just do 3 treble crochets in each gap, and that's how you make the border. It's really simple, and yeah, as I said, it gets repetitive, but it's a great opportunity. There's a variety of stitches in this project, and different skills you can learn. You use a variety of techniques such as magic rings. You have to do a bit of chaining as well. You do the bobble stitches, the border. I think there's a bit of double crochet in there and treble crochet. And yeah, you get to learn all these skills, and I think it's a great project for beginners, to be honest. It's not too long of a project to make, and it gets you practicing a lot of the basic stitches and techniques that you need for bigger, more complicated projects. You get to practice your gauge and all sorts of things really. I would definitely recommend doing something like this, or something with granny squares in general. I just think this is a nice project to do, because personally I'm quite impatient, and there's no way I could do a long, massive blanket full of granny squares, to be honest, because I'm too impatient, and I want something that I will wear, or something that I would enjoy, something that motivates me to actually do it. So I've finished all my granny squares now. Getting there, getting there. I now need to tie in the loose ends and then I can sew them together and start adding the border and the ties. Now that I've tidied up all of the ends on my granny squares, I can start sewing them together. According to the instructions, you can do a slip stitch or a whip stitch, which is basically sewing them together. I think I'm going to go with a whip stitch because it seems more simple, to be honest. I am more than halfway done sewing this together. It's huge. I have just finished attaching all of the pieces. I also want to apologise for the terrible lighting. I could put on a ring light, but that's just going to give me a headache, so why would I do that to myself? But yeah, I now have to add a border. I'm just going to go around it with a border, and then it's time to add the ties. This is what it looks like so far. I don't know how much you'll be able to see, but like, yeah. I think it will look good once it has a border as well, and once my hair's down, not in a ponytail, once I look more presentable in general. I want to finish it tonight, but I don't know if I will because it's a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie, and I have already done quite a bit today, so I might give myself a break and finish it in the next few days instead. But for now, I think I'm going to do as much as I can, and I'm just going to put on some Netflix or some YouTube, I'm not really sure yet. As you can see, I'm making progress around the bandana. I've been doing 5 treble crochets in one stitch, skip a stitch, double crochet, skip a stitch, and then start over again. Here's a little update for you. I have done all of the border, as you can see, and I am now going to do the ties. I'm not tying it off on this end, I'm just going to do one tie from here, and then once that's done I will attach it to this side and do the other tie. So I have chained 35, which to be honest is shorter than I thought. I don't know if I should make it longer or if I should just trust it. I say we trust the pattern, but it is a bit shorter than I expected. So I'm gonna go back, slip stitch into each stitch, and tie it off, and then do the other side. I really hope you like it, and if you did and you would like more crochet content, then please check out either of these videos. The top one being me trying crochet for the very first time, and the bottom one with some crochet pattern ideas.